so I had this idea that I saw these streams where that where other GeoGuessr players played their home area. Like one that came to mind was Chicago Geographer playing a map of Chicago, um, and GeoWizard playing a map of Birmingham. And I thought about doing something like that, and I realized that I don't live in a city that large. It's not, like it would just be too easy to actually do the actual city that I live in. Um, so I thought I would make a map that's somewhat larger, that has a population in that sort of range, right? That where you have you know, a, a couple of million people. And so I came up with this, um, and that this map it has around a population of around 2 million and about like 60,000 square kilometers of territory. So um, that the population density is a bit low. Like for my region. Like so you get some of those. Like North American rural rounds. Where there aren't that many clues and things are far apart, but that it was definitely a quite enjoyable map. So yeah, so this I mean, you'd see it and you'd say US and Canada, right? Fairly generic looking. Okay, what's on that sign? Motorcycles are everywhere. Okay, so looks like we're in a small housing development, like not very recent. These were probably built, 70s or 80s, I'd guess. Um, let's see if we can walk out the front onto the outside road. Okay, it looks like this is it. We have Club Avenue and Mohican Circle. Okay, so okay, still doesn't look familiar at all. There's a dead end, so we don't want to go that way. We try going this way. Maybe this isn't even the exit. Yeah, looks like maybe oh, it was Club Circle, right? So, that yeah, that okay. Wait, so wait, can I go wait, I can't can I go I can go that way. Okay, so that's gotta be out. Okay. So there's hills, so we probably know it's not near Lake Ontario. I didn't show where the map is, but that's a possibility. There are flat areas. All that we saw at the beginning was that, it was of the Syracuse area. Okay, that's a larger road. Okay, is there a sign here? No, there isn't. Okay. We have Odeonta Country Club. Okay, I know where Odeonta is. Um, so that's east of Binghamton up here. So that's in the eastern part of my map. Uh, okay. Wait, there it was on the map. Yeah, Oneonta Country Club. Um, right, there's Club Avenue, Mohican Circle, right? So we return to the start. Okay, so there's the exit right there to the west. Um, it was on this circle, right? So it looks like we're on here. Right, there's the driveways. We have one, two, um, wait, this is not right. Um, wait, I'm looking east. Oh, so it was over there. Hmm, okay. Well, it was 120 meters off, so we basically got that right. Okay. Yeah, these houses look a little older, like maybe these are more likely to be, in or near an urban area. Um, this part of North America, does have a lot of older sorts of houses in it. Um, right. Let's see. So we're up in the hills again, which this map, a lot of it is. We have Wilson Supply Center, Husqvarna Propane Filling Station. We have a 570 number. This is Pennsylvania. Okay. So the part of Pennsylvania in the map is, here to the south of Binghamton and Elmira. Um, okay, this is East Avenue. There's an Advanced Auto Parts. Okay. Um, there aren't a lot of towns in the part of Pennsylvania that I'm in. I'm thinking this is closer to uh, to something good, with at least, not very small size, might be Willsboro or Towanda or someplace like that. Wait, does this say Williams? I think that says Williamsport for Hutchinson, which may not be in this thing. Okay, Williamsport is not in the map, but we could be. No, I don't like this valley. Like this one has more people in it. Um, let's see there. Howard Hanna. Let's see. Wait, what's the orientation of the road? It's pretty much east-west, which maybe doesn't fit the valley with. Okay, we have Mansfield 12 and Towanda 50. Um, yeah, this has got to be Highway 6, and it's got to be like down at the end toward Wellsboro. If um, I mean, 12 seems right for Mansfield. That's miles, so 20 kilometers. Right, there's a dollar. Oh, there's the Dollar General. There's the Goodwill that we saw before. Yeah, so let's see, where did we come from? We came from this way, right, to the west. So that means that we were actually like in Wellsboro at the start. Um, right. Okay. Um, so we got 4,961 points. Yeah, so it was over here. Yeah, that one also I've been to Wellsboro, it looked that it looked was something about the look that I thought it might be in that valley. Um okay, here we have bad coverage. The Gen 2 Halo there. So we hope we can find something legible. Um right, because there's not on there. Yeah, this is bad. We have South Street. Yeah, it looks like we're in some small place in the countryside, but that we definitely have problems with not being able to have enough resolution, right? Okay, so here looks like we found where the center is. Okay, and that it improved here. We have 315 number. Okay, um, on a truck though, so it's not necessarily trustworthy. Um, yeah, we have an old building, Masonic Temple. We have this station. This one this is I think it's in my we have East 20. Okay, US 20 is East West Road around Rochester and Syracuse, sort of superseded by Interstate 90. We have North 51. Um let's see, where is that? Do I see it? Okay, it can't be east of here. That's the end of the map. We let's see. So where's US 20 in this area, right? We have we want New York State Highway 51. Let's see. Also, like west of Geneva isn't in this map either. Yeah, so where's 51? It's not familiar, like, so let's see, that was US 11. Um, yeah, there's 46. They don't seem to be in any particular order, right? Oh, there's 51. Where is this? Oh, yeah, but this is like toward Oneonta. Yeah, yeah, this part of the map around Utica is in the map. So we were in this thing. Um, let's see, we came from. Did we come from that direction or yeah, I think we came from the south. Okay, so yeah, I didn't get to pinpoint it, but yeah, that it was here. Um, okay, so 4 out of 5 we have. Okay, so here I'm going northwest along this road, not much on it. Um, what do we have? That there's. Oh, I forgot. I covered up the chat, and so I didn't realize I have a bunch of. Yeah, have I seen the New York Times version of GeoGuessr with the Biden versus Trump guessing? Yes, I have seen that. That's actually in the that I have on my YouTube channel. There's actually a stream on that. Look for Harry Bowman on YouTube. It's Trump versus Biden guessing. I did it a while ago. Yeah. Sorry about not being responsive to the chat earlier. I had it covered up with the screen. I don't have a whole lot of space on my screen, and so I forgot. About the. Yeah. So this is one of those classics of U.S. Problematic coverage that's difficult to guess. It's a rural area, not a lot of people. Roads are this is some long rural road that doesn't really have much, and of course it's complicated by having the bad coverage um, that you see sometimes in the United States because they've been doing this for a long time. Oh, and then it ends. Okay, so that's even worse. Okay, so let's see. So it was east-west, kind of rural. Yeah, I'm going to guess out here, right, that I think this could be, like Potter County or that area. Um, let's see, limited sight distance. Yeah, so here I'm actually going south, which makes me wonder. But yeah, there's a lot of forest here, which also makes me think, that okay, so wasn't there? It was actually, yeah, this is Tioga County. Yeah, yeah, this Halsey Valley Road. So yeah, so that's actually, not that far from me. Like, maybe like 60 kilometers to the south. Um, all right, last round on this map. Okay, so yeah, I seem to have been unusually unlucky, here, with the poor coverage. Um, that they seem to have done a lot of rural roads, and okay, so now I'm out of that. Um, Let's see. Wheeler Highway Superintendent. I don't know where Wheeler is. Um, Also, I'm wondering, do you even vote for highway superintendent in New York? I'm thinking this might be another Pennsylvania round. Um, Also, it does seem that on this map, I do tend to guess Pennsylvania. You know, but yeah, it could also be, like the western part of the coverage that I have in New York. It could be, like Steuben County. Like Corning. There's the Canisteo River Valley, in that area definitely looks like that. Um, okay, this is some transit garage that there might be the name of the municipality on it. State of New York, okay. Um, Department of Transportation. Um, what does it say on there? Something county office, but I can't read it distinctly. Um, that's not Steuben County office. Is that? No, that is Steuben County office. Okay. Uh, so this road is kind of east-west. Um, yeah, I mean, how to explain how I picked out that part of the region, oh, this is Interstate 88 then, right? No, 86, sorry. Yeah, right. North and South 15 and 17. Um, okay. Um, Oh no, 17 is 86. Yeah. They changed that recently, It used to be called 17 and the signs are still there. Okay. So it was over here. So okay, so that's actually not a great round on this map, even though the score is sort of high looking. Um yeah, so what I'm going to do here, also the previous time I forgot about that I could actually put the rounds on just put in the chat so that I can actually have other people play them. Okay, so on my maps here, um, that this is kind of my local map. I also wanted one that was really kind of country sized in terms of population, and that I'm thinking about doing a series of these. So I have, let's see, GeoFessr North America. Wait, it's not. Um, Wait, there's more. Yeah, okay. So what I'm calling mega regions of North America. Um, and so this one, um, it's quite large. I describe it here as being west of the Appalachians and east of the Detroit area and extending northward to Hudson Bay. Um, so that some of the locations in here are very far north. That it's kind of open to that direction. And then this one, I didn't add up the populations for the map, but I think this is a region with a population in the neighborhood of like 18 million. So it's the size of, like in population terms of like the Netherlands or Romania or something like that. It's something that's more in the European country realm of in population. Um, and the land area of this thing is enormous. It's like 1 million square kilometers or something because of all of the areas in the far north. Okay, so I can do a play and then um, what I can do is I can do a challenge and then okay, and then yeah, I remember I had problems pasting into the chat on the software, so what I have to do is I have to go to Twitch, uh, go to my channel, and then paste into the chat here. Okay. And then, I'll wait a few minutes, remember that that I did this on, the I did this on the daily challenge sort of settings. So what I can do actually, let's just put that in a new tab on this window. Um, so I can just run this timer for a bit, and let people get like a round ahead, if anyone's interested, and then yeah, so um, yeah, so thinking about if there's I may be able to open another tab, and I can actually show what region this is. So I just go to geoguessr.com, my maps, and then yeah, so it was under more, and then I can go to edit. Um, that that's the region covered. So you can see, like there's not much coverage in this large northern part. Uh, there is the winter road along. Interestingly, this is a winter road along James Bay. I'm kind of surprised that it was in there, and and then you get, for instance, I guess that's I wanted to say that's the 17, but I guess it's the 11 in Ontario, right? I think this and so we have this blotch here, which is called the Abitibi-Temiskaming region, and that here it includes some parts of Quebec that I thought belonged in it, that I wanted to have this whole blotch, and then Sudbury, North Bay, and then getting into the populated part of North America, this. So the previous map that was my region was approximately the part east of a line around here. It has the rest of this boundary is the same as the previous map. Okay, so yeah, so looking at that 3-minute timer, we've got about a minute left. Let's see. Oh, I should also say here that yeah, so my YouTube channel, it's actually under my name because I founded it long before I started playing GeoGuessr, um, and that I've had on here. I should mention that under Harry Bowman, there's the GeoFessr Expeditions playlist, which you can find on a YouTube search as long as the problem is that it tries to correct my name to GeoGuessr, so it does have a few problems with finding it. But the GeoFessr Expeditions playlist, that I've been doing ones on individual countries, and I have, I think, about 51 videos now. Okay, so now I can start the game. Okay, and so here, this looks like the last ones, right? That this is most likely then in New York and not in Ontario. Um, yeah, the rural mailboxes are a sign of the United States, although you do see those sometimes in Canada. Oh, state limit 55. Okay, so yeah, not only yeah, and 221 is a New York State highway sign. Okay, um, so this is New York. Okay, now it can be all the way to the western end now. Um, right. So it's an east-west road, 221. Looking at the sort of terrain, yeah, that's interesting. There's something on fire over here. Okay, there's a green sign here. It says Hunt's Corners, which I don't know where that is. Um, so it's an east-west road. It's 221. I'm thinking it could be like out here, or I'm thinking just from the look, I'm thinking that it's not farther into into the foresty area here. Um, and it's probably not toward the Catskill part of the map either. I'm thinking it's in here somewhere. But um, so where's 221? There's 223, 225. Um, these aren't particularly in order though. Let's see, 225. Wait, there's 21, and these do follow the pattern where 221 is near 21 usually, but where is it? Is there 21 goes up there? Um, yeah, I'm thinking it's not north of Canandaigua, although there's not much 21 to search there, so I can because it gets flat up here. Um, oh, there's the famous place where the Book of Mormon was found. Hilcumora is on 21. Um, okay. So Hilcumora, it has, a big Mormon religious pageant about, like the revelation of their holy book, which took place there in 1823. Um, gets picketed by fundamentalist Christians that don't believe that God comes out with more books. Um, Okay. So 221 ended up not being near 21 at all. Actually, 221 and yeah, so it ended up being let's see, yeah, I think that might be Cortland County or it might be Broome County. The lines aren't on the map, so okay. Um, so next round, so we have, okay, that adopt a highway sign means that we're probably also in the United States. Um, the US part of this map is heavily New York, there's a bit of Pennsylvania in it. Um, near that but it doesn't have like Interstate 80 in it. A 716 number is Western New York. That's Buffalo, Niagara Falls, Jamestown. Um, Okay, from the terrain look, again, I'm thinking that it's not the flat part toward Lake Ontario. It's down here someplace. Um, I think, over here the numbers would be 607, but I'm thinking this could be near Jamestown, um, which would be Chautauqua County, right? Um, okay. All right, so we have Yeah, so again, like quite familiar appearance to me, like since I'm from this area. Um, this it could be, like 200 kilometers or so to the west, from the 716 area, but um, oh, wait, here junction with 446. Um, wait, what were the town names on the sign? We have Olean and Cuba. I know where Olean is. Olean is over here. Um, let's see. So we have Olean is 7 miles to the south, like 12 kilometers. Oh, there's Cuba. So yeah, 446 and 16. Okay. Uh, yeah, JD's Smoke and Grill and Bar. I think we went by before. right. Ooh, Confederate flag. Okay, we gotta throw that guy out of our state. He's not loyal. Um, okay, this is a Union state, none of that slavery stuff here. Um, okay, yeah, so JD's Smoke and Grill and Bar. Um, we came from up here, right? Um, yeah, okay. So 1.8 kilometers off. Yeah, I use metric units on here, even though I'm from the United States, because the ordinarily distances in GeoGuessr on signs and things are measured in kilometers. So, so I set them to kilometers, and then if the country has different units, then well, they don't match. Okay. What is this? I get a map with lots of Canada in it, and I get the United States 3 times in a row. What? Okay, well, yeah. After this one, I'm gonna play the northern map, the northern map. That's a subsection of this one. So we're gonna see some Canada. Okay. Um. Okay. So the other question is, how would you ever know that where this is? I guess I mean the general appearance. Okay, 585 is the Rochester area code. Um, right, of course I know the ones in my area. Um, that's interesting. 10751 looks like a postal code, but that would be in New York City, so that's not one. Um, yeah, oh, Herkimer Road. Yeah. So we may be near Herkimer. There's one of those stupid Trump flags. Okay. Um, yep, so yeah, and even with the riot, people still have those things up, They want to demonstrate that they hate America and hate democracy, I guess. Um, you know, um, so let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have hills in the background. It must be yeah, I mean maybe it's just foggy and you can't see something here, although it's hard to say. It's okay, it's a north-south road it's maybe near Rochester. Um, like I'm thinking maybe it could be out here or something. It is forested and mildly hilly though, I mean that maybe it's a little further down, could be maybe here. Right. Repeal New York State Safe Act. Okay, that's a New York State law about guns that was passed a few years ago. Um, didn't really do a whole lot, I mean, it was hard to actually come up with any specific gun that it banned, although there were a few that were, that. Um, okay, so it was farther to the west, closer to Buffalo, Darien Center. Um, yeah, is this? I'm trying to think of which county it is. I think this would actually be Erie County, like Buffalo, although I'm not sure. It may be. What's Batavia in? Is that is it Wyoming County that Batavia is in? But Batavia and Leroy are in that county. I know. Okay, so um, okay, so do we get Canada? Yes, yeah, yes, we get. Oh, that's weird. I have never seen this sign before. That it's the Canadian checkerboard usually has arrows on it, but this is a dead end checkerboard sign. and also the checkerboards. Yeah, yeah. So okay, so we're in Canada. Wait, did the stop sign? No, the street sign. The street name was Ash Stop. Okay, um, so the sign is not that sign is not bilingual. Which you do find in Ontario sometimes. Um, if it were in Quebec, stop signs are usually not bilingual. They're usually just French. And in fact, the sign that says arrête on it, in French is not used in any other French-speaking country. It is only found in Canada. Okay. That stop signs in French actually say stop on them. Um, okay. So this is Canada. We have Onaping Falls Medical and Dental Center, center with an RE, right? Levack Ida Pharmacy. I don't know that place. Um, Levack Public School. So where's Levack? Uh, let's see. It looks very foresty and has some hills. So I'm thinking that this is not, like west of Toronto. I'm thinking this could be, like up here someplace. If we saw a 705 area code on a sign, then we'd yeah, 705. So 705 is, it sort of extends up to the edge of the greater Toronto area, like Barrie and Peterborough are in it, and then it extends northward to Hudson Bay. Um so the next question is, do I think this is a forested area closer to Toronto, or is this the far north? Um Well, there's certainly, certainly the trees don't look very far north. That there's um even like the Quebec St. Lawrence Valley, I think would have more pines and conifers than this. Um, so yeah, I'm thinking, again, let's see, it was Levack, right? Yeah, I don't know where that is. Oh, it was up near Sudbury. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, remember Onaping was on that sign. And yeah, so Levack is written with this typeface, meaning that it's actually part of a larger municipality. And I know that the areas of the municipal area of Sudbury is enormous, so that probably is that Levack was a neighborhood of Sudbury. And you'll notice Onaping does not have that typeface, that it's also possible maybe it's part of Onaping, but I think that they don't base these things on rural municipalities in Ontario. That partial one would indicate that it has to be somewhat larger. Okay, so let's see. And you'll also notice that 5 out of 5 here I didn't get much of an urban area, right? Oh, that dead end sign makes me think that I actually got the U.S. again, which would be kind of crazy, right? Um, nope. Oh, those Pentagon-shaped signs are U.S. road signs. Um, right? That those are a county route. I can't seem to go that way to actually see which one it is, but um, yeah, yeah, so not yeah, yeah, limited limited amount of Canada on this. Um, yeah, Jamestown, yeah, New York. Um, right, Jamestown is over here at the end of this lake. Um, wait, there. Chautauqua County 43 and 30. I knew it was Chautauqua County without reading it because it's near Jamestown, but that it looked like it was, right? Um, Unfortunately, you've got to zoom in quite a bit, like 322 there, right? Okay, so if Jamestown is to the east, it was 43 and 30, right? Um, Wait, that's right. You can't go across that bridge. Yeah, I think that this one is not going to be a good round. Looks like you can't go that way either. Yeah, see the that's Hogue Road. There's another, repeal the Safe Act sign. So if you see that, you know that you are in the state of New York, and probably in an area that votes Republican. Um, right. Um, Area speed limit 35. All right. Well, yeah. So kind of ended up, without a whole lot of Canada in that one. Um, but I do actually have in one of my maps. Wait, that's me there. Okay, that I do have my maps, and I have GeoFessr North America Canadian Shield. So that's the northern part of that map with Toronto. So this one we're guaranteed to get all Canada. Some of it's in Quebec. Um, okay, so I can set it to challenge this time. Before I forgot, the first round, the first game I forgot to do that. Um, okay, and then I can get the URL. So new tab, and because remember, that I said that I was having trouble before with okay, okay, and so then um, and then I can open another tab, and I can okay, so I have a 3-minute timer there, and then I can open another tab, and maybe I can, while this is going on, I can actually talk a little bit about what map this is. Okay, so yeah, I know, I can marks myself on there. Um, that what I so the northern part of that map, what I have is I have a boundary. There's nothing. This is a very long road with nothing on it. Going through forest for hundreds of kilometers. The boundary goes through here, sort of at the at to be designed to avoid as much population as possible, through there's that this area is known as the Canadian Shield. It's higher elevation, it's old it's old igneous and metamorphic rock, a lot of granite and things like that. And then, so the boundary extends down here, and then it goes through around Perry Sound here, and then, that I have a western boundary around Elliott Lake, so I didn't include Sault Ste. Marie. And then up here, it was, I think I had Hearst and Kapuskasing, but not places farther to the west toward Thunder Bay. And then, you run out of roads up here. There was in the coverage, there's, as I said, a winter road along Hudson Bay. What I mean by a winter road is that in northern Canada, there are actually roads that are designed only to be driven on when rivers are frozen. That is, they don't build any bridges for them. It's just sort of a improved vehicle trail with limited infrastructure. Um, some of these, I noticed playing it that there are islands in Hudson Bay that are part of Nunavut that are actually in the map, so you can get Nunavut. There is actually a village on this island that is in the map. Okay. Um, then, so yeah, so looking back at the 3 minute timer, yeah, and so I should mention also that there was, for coherence of geography, that this is kind of a unit here on the Ontario Quebec border, so that if you get a Quebec result on this map, it's over here, around Val d'Or. Um, okay. So then, we can turn off the 3 minute timer, and then I can start the game. Okay. So, remember what I said about vegetation being different. This is northern Ontario. You can see, it's birches and pines. Um, that the North American birches are not as tall, they're not as straight as European birches. So from looking at this, you can actually tell that you are not in, say, northern Sweden. Um, Also, the assortment of conifers in this forest is different from Europe. Although I don't really know enough about botany to say specifically what that is, but that this appearance is recognizably that you're in a northern part of North America, not in a northern part of Europe. Okay, this sign is in French only. Okay, um, so it has to be, Eastern Abitibi-Temiskaming region up here. Okay, um, okay, so yeah, it looks like they got low water. That's interesting. Um, you'll also notice there are actually a few bollards visible, although, like they're associated with bridges and things, following the typical North American pattern. There aren't bollards normally on roads. Um, except if this were, of course, Alberta or I think British Columbia also has bollards, but um okay, so there is not much there. There was a sign in the view before. Okay, see what I said about this is Canadian Shield Rock. So you can see um, it's not very stratified. You definitely have this kind of color. There's actually looks like there's some graffiti in the road cut. Um, okay, so this is it's north south and looks very close to being, straight north south. In Canada, um, you get more variation than in the United States. That the U.S., for historical reasons, has a very strong tendency toward having roads that are on precisely on the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Um, and that in Canada, the land was laid out differently, and you still have lots of long straight roads, but except in some of the western parts of Canada, they're often at non-cardinal directions. Okay, so it looks like it was near the western end of the map on this one Quebec Route 117. Um, so you can see, as I mentioned, this is a vast forest preserve right here. Um, maybe I should say, that it's probably industrially logged. It's not that kind of forest preserve, but that it I would say that it's not farmed, but there's probably no interest in farming it anyway. That these sorts of forest areas of northern Canada, tend to have pretty limited agriculture, even if it's allowed. There is some in the Abitibi-Temiskaming region up here, you do encounter some farmland, and it has to do with there is a particular soil type in this area that is somewhat better, and so like farmers can deal with the high risk of frosts, right? The growing season is not quite long enough uh, for growing crops, and of course, like the conditions for agriculture, at least from the standpoint of temperature, are getting better in this region, right? That there could be more of it in the future. Um, okay, so this is Ontario. That would you would never see that sign in Quebec. Um, oh, we have CH period Sedgwick Road, so that is a bilingual sign, but the stop sign is not. Also, this is not a Quebec road sign. This is only found in other provinces of Canada. Um, I have seen it in a fairly widespread distribution of provinces. I know it's in Newfoundland, Prince Edward Island, Ontario, and I think I have seen it in the West also. Um, but that particular road sign is very well known. Okay, you can see this is not paved, um, which that I have that is not non-pavement in Canadian roads is often characteristic again of northern non-agricultural regions. That you find and that in a lot of places a road like this just wouldn't be covered, right? That this is probably in here for a reason. Okay, so now we got out onto the paved road. Okay, we have 705 phone numbers, which I think for this map is basically anything in Ontario. Um, right, 807 is Thunder Bay, but that's not in the region. Um, go have Golf Course Road and Heritage River Road. Um, okay, there, U.S. rural mailbox, but this is Ontario. Um, that you do certainly find those in Canada, but they are less common than they are in the United States. Yeah, so it looks like this area is fairly non-agricultural. Um, so I would say, like maybe around Sudbury and North Bay again. Um, okay, 607 ends 64 north and south. We have Alban and Noelville. I don't know if this means that it's in French. That sign again. Okay, so 64 north and yeah, there's 64. I remember yeah, there's Noelville. Um, Northeastern Ontario, by the way, has a significant French-speaking population. That um, so that place names will reflect that. We have 607 ends. There's 535. Where's 607? Um, okay, so we managed to get out to here, right? Starting over there. Um, all right. Uh, wait, is this the Yep, snowmobile coverage. Okay. I think this is the village in Nunavut that I was talking about. It's interesting that we got it again, I guess because it's so isolated, that the algorithm picks up that, that's a location of significance. Um, but yeah, that definitely has a bit of that Arctic base look that, you get in far north areas. The shipping containers, the complete lack of trees. Yeah, that's yeah. So that I that the yeah. So was it Saniquelec or yeah, it was these islands. Um, yeah, that there is a village here. Either that or, like, I mean, maybe we're on the, okay, Inuktitut stop sign. Or I think that's Inuktitut. It's something that uses the same alphabet, which, that this stuff is used for several Native American languages. It doesn't necessarily have to be Inuktitut, although I think mostly it is. Um, we have Nunavimi Figursavic. Well, this is Sunny Kluak. I mean, none of it I'm thinking is this, in some, possibly the genitive case, possessive. Um, let's see, Piggy or Suffix. So in this map, if it's Nunavut, it does have to be an island in Hudson Bay, which all islands in Hudson Bay are part of Nunavut for historical reasons. It has to do with how the Hudson Bay Company claims to lands were yeah, is there, except I don't think there's another village on a I mean, where else would there be? Yeah, so you can see the line here that indicates that those islands are part of Nunavut and not part of the of Quebec or Ontario, right? There's Long Island. Okay. Hmm. Maybe that sign was not the place name. Okay. Ooh, so it was Inukjuak, okay. Um yeah, when I made the map, I thought that I had not included places. I tried to not include places on the mainland, but it looks like that they do have them. Okay. Um all right. Next to last round. Okay, so again, um yeah, so looking at how this is different from Europe, as I said, the birches are not very straight like they are in European birch. European birches are very straight up and down. These have uh, these are bendy, like these, so those are North American birches. Um, there is also a tree called an aspen found in western parts of North America that looks like a birch. I don't know specifically how to tell those apart from birches. But aspens, I think, are mostly found in highland western United States. Like there's the town Aspen in Colorado is, for instance, an area that's like that. I think it's like 2,800, 3,000 meters above sea level. Um, west of Denver, and so that it has um, a boreal forest like this one. Okay, um, okay, moose. This site is in French. Okay, um, right, because it says sur on it. Um, okay, so of course, obviously, since this one is around entirely of northern locations, that you're going to have issues with being, on remote roads like this. Yeah, you'll see that there are, very few people on this road, even though it has to be, one of the major roads of the area. We have Village Relais, okay. Um, okay, 101 north and south. Um, let's see, there's 117. Okay, so 101. Yeah, there's 101. Um, so 101, yeah, 101 is fairly long, right? It goes to Timiskaming um, from Rwanda. Okay. Um, we have it has signs for streets also. That it's Rue Saguenay. It looks like. indicating that we are probably in the vicinity of a town. So I should see. Okay, maybe we weren't. Okay, because we were up here. Um, yeah, in fact, if I zoom in at yeah, Lusagne. Okay, so it has a road name even out there. Okay. Um, so I'm sort of curious, is it Lusagne and Luanawanda? Yes, it is. Lusagne comes out of the center of the Noranda part of Luanawanda. It's a, that there were, must have originally been two villages close to each other that grew together. Hence the unusual name with the hyphens. Okay. Um, so there's a sign over there. We have Centaur 84 and Lebel-sur-Quevillon 4. Yeah, this map I've noticed gives you quite a few Quebec results. That when you do these maps with polygons, you get all kinds of odd biases in these things. And it looks like one is that that this one, even though Quebec is not that big of an area in it. Okay, Lebel-sur-Quevillon and Centaur. Uh, oh, there's Lebel-sur-Quevillon there. Um, so we're probably out on this 113. Uh, right. Oh, there's actually a blinker stoplight out here. Um, okay, so we came toward the southwest into we went toward the southwest into this area, right? Oh, wait, so this is maybe this crossing, right? For the with the orientation of the roads, right? Um, let's see, distribution signal, or distribution signal, right? Yeah. Oh, this sort of northern forest, by the way, you get in when the leaves change color, they're only greens and yellows. There's very little red, although you do have here. There's a shrub that turned red, but that when you see this kind of thing where fall colors, most of the trees, the conifers stay green, the deciduous trees are all yellow. That in North America, that means that you're pretty far to the north, right? That this is north of the limits of normal agriculture. Um, okay, so we were so we were quite close to the intersection then, going southwest toward it. Like maybe around here. So we'll just guess. Okay. Um, yep. All right. So I guess then this is our summary. So we can see that that actually our round that was the furthest off was this one where yeah, when I made the map, I must have drawn the polygon and clipped the shoreline here. That um oh wait, no, actually now that I think about it, no, that is supposed to be in there, right? Because yeah, I had forgotten. Yeah, I did actually because I included the northernmost part of Quebec with a significant population up here around Val d'Or and Rouyn-Noranda. I did actually include all of the James Bay area up here, all the way up to the Hudson Strait up here. Um, so I did not include Baffin Island in the map with Iqaluit, and what I was thinking about is that if I do a North American megaregions map, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include all of this with territory over here. So there's probably going to be a single North American megaregion, probably centered on Calgary that will include that. Um, to get, as I said, something with kind of like significant European country population. Um, and so the mega region ones for North America, I'm going to shoot for something with a population in, like the 10 or 20 million range, like something like a large US state, or that I compared this one, for instance, to the Netherlands or Romania, which are, also examples of things with populations in that range. And so my plan is, I may do a bunch of these North American streams on different regions. Um, but this is just, sort of introducing the kinds of maps that I had. Um, I guess thank you for watching, and I'll try to produce more of these in the future. Of course, I think next I'm probably going to do uh, one of the um, one of the country maps. Again, I think the next one in line is going to be Cambodia. All right, so I guess it's time to end the stream, and have a nice day.